Hey everyone, welcome back to Bear's Workshop. We are here for our 99th flyover video of the Lucid factory. So welcome back everyone. We are gonna get started here in a minute. We want to give people a couple minutes to get in and say hello and see who's here and who's not here. So who's here? Roll call. Let's see. We've got Didi Rukus. First comment is a comment. My screen is cut off. Let's see what he actually said. Or she. Let's get these comments. Let me get my comments going. And we'll touch base on the, let's see, here we go. My screen is so slow. All right, pop out chat. Let's see. First comment is best comment. Okay, anyone have any good snack recommendations? Pretzels. Pretzels are always good. Pretzels and beer. John's here. Ben's here. Coco Lolo with an angel. Olivia's here. Welcome, Olivia. Let's see. I made it a minute and a half before I got to turn the AC on. It's going to be like that for the rest of the summer. A lot of hellos from people. Welcome. Glad to see everyone back. And we're going to get started here in a minute. We got about 35 people on. If you guys can hit that like button, I'd really appreciate it. Helps the algorithm, and we always need that help. So please do it. Hit the like button. All right. Melt says that everything sounds good. And Olivia said, did you hear that Lucid has a recall? Something about the glass. Yeah, something about the glass, but when I read it, it said had something to do with a possible loose wire, and there's a wire that can be loose, and it can shut off the display on the car. And in some cases, all they have to do is just reconnect it or zip tie it down. Like one zip tie can fix it. And it is possible that in some cases they may need to replace the entire wire loom, which would take 8 hours as opposed to a couple minutes if it's just the zip tie. So I don't think it's that big of a thing. I don't think it's going to affect a lot of cars. What I find a little interesting about it is it says it affects 1,100 cars. Now, if that goes from the cars that were delivered last year to this year, does that mean that they've delivered these cars? Is this including like the cars that we see in the waiting area waiting to be delivered? Because you can't recall a car that hasn't been delivered yet. And if there is a problem, those cars sitting in the lot can just address them and then ship them out, and it wouldn't be affected by the recall. So I'm wondering if that actually means how many total cars they've actually delivered as opposed to produced, because there's obviously it's two different things. So what's your guys' thoughts? Are those actually 1,100 cars that were delivered, or is it 1,100 cars that are produced? Nikki Tyne said construction started in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. I was sent a couple pictures that I believe is floating around the internet, and these pictures show dirt. It doesn't show much right now. They were from ground level. There was a bulldozer in one picture, but it looks like Arizona. There's not much difference because it just looks like the light colored dirt that we have out here. So can't wait to see something else coming out there. That would be interesting. I'm surprised that they started so quickly, but then again, I don't know how they do things in Saudi Arabia. Things can move a whole lot quicker than other places. And Suman is sending her or his love. I don't know. I don't know if Suman is a male or a female name, or both. So John, Let's Go Lucid said 632 cars. Let's see, quarter 4 was 125, quarter 1 was 360. So I'm not doing the math, but I'm assuming that the 1117 is minus the quarter 4, quarter 1, and that means that they have delivered 632 cars. Is that what we're getting, or is that produced? Because we still don't know. An article said they have in fact delivered 300 cars in April. Okay, and that could, if we're well into May, so it's very reasonable to think that they could have delivered 332 cars in May. I'm not saying that they have, but that's very possible. So I think the only real information that's interesting that comes out of this recall is how many cars that they have possibly delivered. Because April, May, they moved it, they increased it by 10%, and the month's definitely not over yet. June, if they can do the same, move that up, maybe get to 400. We're looking at maybe 1,100 cars being delivered in the second quarter. John, Let's Go Lucid says 1117 are delivered numbers. That means all the cars that are in the waiting area are not part of the recall, because they will fix them before they go out, or they'll check them. If they're good to go, then, and they don't need to do anything, then they're just going to get straight up delivered. So I imagine it might slow down delivery for a couple people if they have to actually do some hardcore replacement where they have to replace the entire wiring harness. But yeah, that is 632 cars in about between May and April. Okay, things are picking up. And that means 332 have been delivered in May. I'm looking at my mustache. This is a problem here. I got like a white stripe there. It looks like a booger. I might have to put some washout gray out, because that doesn't look cool on the camera. Glad nobody said anything, but boy, is it bothering me. Let's see, David Lou, not all delivered cars are being recalled, only certain batches according to the Lucid Owners Forum. Well, if that was correct, that means there would be even more cars delivered than the 1117, which means the numbers would be even higher. So, you know what? It's a lot of guessing. We don't really know for sure. Guessing is fun, but who knows what it really is. When it comes down to it, we're only going to find out when we get to the next earnings report. So, speaking of earnings and things of that nature, let's take a quick look and see where Lucid stock was for the day. Let's see. That's Nicola. Oh, look at that. I don't know. What was I thinking? Sorry, guys. Hope I didn't offend anybody. All right. So Lucid closed the day at 17.45, up 35 cents. Got as high as 17.59 towards the end of the day. Opened at 17.05 and got as low as 16.76. So, not a bad day. It's an up day is always a good day. MD Hofstede says, just dye your beard white and you'd be good for Christmas. Yeah, but then I also got to get fat. I don't want to do that. So, got to watch my my intake. That's why I'm drinking water today. Everyone proud. People are yelling at me for drinking all that body armor because it's got so much sugar. I'm pre-diabetic. I want to get all the way. I want to succeed. Refreshing. Maybe that'll keep me from coughing. So let's get over to the video, because that's what you guys are really here for. And we can skip the intro, but remember, notice to viewers. Hope you guys read that every time. And our really cool intro. That is why they make pillows, yeah. Get one of those fake pregnancy things where people pretend to be pregnant. Get one of those, and I can be everyone's Santa. Maybe this year I'll dress up like that. That water did not hit the spot. Got to back up. Cold one. Anyone else concerned about the recall? Throw some comments out there. Let me know what you guys think. I'm not overly concerned. Every company is having recalls. It's a normal thing. Ford had a recall that was announced within the last week on the Mach-E for unintended acceleration, which, as fun as that might be, it could also be very dangerous. So that happened this week. Olivia says, why can't the video go higher than 480p? I don't know. I'm streaming it higher than 480p. Is anyone else having that issue with not being able to go higher than 480p? Because we try and stream this, I think, at as high as we can. 720 for Nikki. Okay. Let's see. Sam is not concerned at all about the recall. John Let's Go Lucid says free inspection fix. Thoughts on F-150 Lightning truck? I like it. I missed out on ordering, so I'm not on the list, and now it's nearly impossible to get one. But if I see something pop up at a dealership that's not marked up more than $1, I would go for it. But I don't think that's going to happen. So I paused it right here. These are all the AC units that are eventually going to make it onto the roof. Someone had brought up last week, how are they going to get them on the roof? Because if we go back and take a look, how do we get one of those AC units over here? I don't know the answer to that question. Here we see, this is where they're going to be, where my arrow is, right down there. And again, another row right here. I have no idea, but they must have a plan. So, like a really long crane, because like this one and this one is, God, they're far away from anything. So, and these units are huge. They come on a tractor trailer, and you can see how big they are. They are as long as a tractor trailer. Andrew, yeah, I just saw your message. That is a very good question, and I just covered it. I melt. Arizona has the best bottled water. Yeah. Oh, you can get it anywhere. They sell bottled water everywhere, and this brand they probably sell everywhere too. Lucid Nair, hi, hey, Lucid Nair. We probably need to talk. Aren't you driving a Lucid this weekend? Gotta talk to you about that. So here we got the zoom in of the construction site. Just pausing for a second here. Just a reminder, this entire area right here is phase 3, which as soon as phase 2 is done, they're going to start on this. So, and then Warren can say that they're moving dirt around again, because they will be. Yeah, Lucid Air, we need to chat and meet up, because I want to get a ride in the Lucid, the flat black. I assume that's wrapped, but that's going to be a fun ride. Looks like they're doing some trenching right over here. That could be anything. This whole area is going to be a parking lot for finished cars when it's done. Here's a zoom in on another area. You can see a lot of work going on. We got the temporary staircase over there, and we got people working. A lot of man lifts. Renting a Lucid on Turo for the whole Memorial Day weekend. It will be epic. Yeah, it's also expensive, so thanks for that. That will be a good ride. You might be the first one renting that car also, because I looked at it and he didn't have any other rentals on it yet. So congratulations to you and him. And once I get my Lucid, I'm going to be sticking it up on Turo also. There was another Lucid crash. The official said the other one was caused by the truck's engines. Oh, you're talking about that fire? Yeah. I don't know about another fire or a crash. I haven't seen it, but I'm sure that it's happened. People will abuse things. You can see here on the east side, some of the parking lot work is being done. They're putting in some more curbing around here. This will be the future parking lot for the employees that will be working over in this area. So they are currently working on that. Yeah, maybe they're going to pave all this out and get rid of some of that dirt. And as you can see, they're still working on the roof, the rubber membrane, the air handlers. They got lots to do, and I've got no info on how it is going on the inside. No one has reached out to me to give me any of that info, so if anybody has something, please share. Would love to know. I'm still waiting for that call from Peter Rawlinson. Hello there, Barry. This is Peter Rawlinson. I'm the CEO of Lucid. Would you like to come take a tour? I don't think it's going to happen, but yeah, I know it's not going to happen, but it's one of those dreams of mine. Lucid Air, you got a deal. I don't know what you paid, but I know it's listed for $200 a day. So if you did better than that, great. If you maybe got the early bird discount. Olivia, I can never work on a construction site. Sun too hot, especially in Arizona. I have worked on construction sites plenty of times in Arizona, and it will kill you. I have seen dozens, if not more than that, of people getting heat stroke, which starts with throwing up, which is always sucks when someone just comes up to you and I'm not feeling well, and then they throw up next to you. But I've seen it so many times, because once you dehydrate, you can't just easily rehydrate and be fine. Let's see. MD Hofsey, you can just put a forklift truck on the roof and move the HVAC units to the right locations. Yes, but can you do that without damaging the roof? Because you've got the weight of that unit just crushing the top of the metal decking. Maybe that's what they'll do. I mean, I don't know what the weight restrictions are for a roof like that, and I know they sit right on the steel beams, so it's probably decent. I know on the Tesla construction, they had the same type of roofing structure, and they did have small vehicles up there. But lifting something, when you lift something that's that heavy, and I don't know how heavy it is as far as weight, but all that weight gets pressed down onto the wheels of whatever is moving it. So if anyone has an idea, any HVAC people out there, hey, say something in the comments. I want to know how they're moving those things. But maybe we'll get lucky and get a shot. But in all the views that we've done of like the Nikola site, with them putting the AC units on there, and this one where they've already put up 5, we've never actually caught one in action. So let's see. Olivia, I got my first electric truck. So much fun. They have USB ports, free Wi-Fi, and AC. The windows can't open it in here. Quiet. What kind of electric truck was it? Lucinaire, thank you for the super chat. 5:27 to 5:30 Memorial Day weekend. Yes, we're gonna chat about that offline on Twitter. I'll DM you, and we'll see what we're gonna work out for that. Going through the parking lot over here. Whoa, we jumped. My mouse still hates me. I wanted to go back over here. This is still waiting on something to happen in this area over here. There's the tunnel. All these little dots, if you can see them. Those are the caissons for the tunnel that will be going right down through here. Still not seeing progress, but we see some steel stacked over here. So that's new. That is going to be something, probably for the tunnel. And I want to go back and show you guys something also. See if anyone has any idea what these are. This is not the greatest view, but we've got stacks of these. They look like barrels. Let's go back. Let's see if we can get the shot of them. Here we go. Let me see. Right about here. This thing's in the way. There we go. Let's zoom in. You guys can see that right there? Not sure what those are. If anyone has any idea. Let's go back a little bit more. Here's a better view. They are round. They appear to be 5 to 6 feet tall, and they look almost like small air conditioning units, though I don't know where they would go. Okay, just pulled up Carrier, and they have a small 40-ton unit that weighs 8,500 pounds and is 14 by 7. Okay, that doesn't even compare to these AC units. These AC units are 30 to 40 feet long. These are very, very large. So 8,500, I'm going to say that they're twice that size. They're got to be like 28 by 7 or 30 by 7, which doubling the weight there. So you're talking about 10 tons moving it along the roof. I don't know if that's, I don't know. We'll just have to see what happens. Hopefully we'll see it. So here's a stack of these round, they looked like garbage cans when we first saw them. But when we zoomed in, they clearly were not. So there's some more right here, and then there's some more right here. We don't know what they are. If anybody knows what that might be, tell us, share it with us. All right, so we were right about here before I went backwards. Here we go. Employee parking lot full, as it should be. Solar panels doing their thing. I'm hoping to see more soon, and I know that they have more scheduled or in the plans. That whole thing is supposed to be solar panels. So that is going to be a very large solar farm. If you guys have watched the Nikola videos and you saw their parking lot, that's around 750 kilowatts. And the Lucid parking lot is much, much larger. So that's going to be in the gigawatt range. So that'll be interesting to see how much. This is the body in white building. Getting a lot of the structure put together. There's obviously a lot more to go. You can see all the steel that's laid out. That could be part of the drainage system. Okay, possibly. I just haven't seen anything like that before, so I'm not sure what it is. But time will tell. Maybe we'll see them putting them in somewhere. But like I said, they look like smaller AC units for like maybe one of the smaller structures. But that's just too many of them. If you had that many, I think you'd go with something bigger. All right. We got that tent out there that they've set up in the employee parking lot and the contractor trailers. I guess that's why they built that now, to make some more area for the contractors. But you see that contractor tent's got AC units on the side of it there. Here's another shot of where the building in white is going to be. Here's another zoom. But it's obviously going to come out towards the bottom of the screen and then a lot further to the right. Hey, it's John McGuire. Hey there, can't say, but for those who cared last week, probably nobody, in addition to the 120 acres of nearby property Lucid purchased last week, they added another 160 acres this week. John, is that picture that you sent me? Is that the 160 acres? Because I can bring that up. Hello. Got Hediyat. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. I'm sorry. Says, hey, Bear. So just giving a hello back. I'm going to see if I can get that picture that John sent me the other day. John says, yes, that is the picture. So let's get that for you guys. And you guys can look at the stamping building foundation. They are continuing their work on there. And there's another view. This is all the stamping building right here and the reinforced foundation. Let's see here. And I'm working on getting you guys that picture. All right, we're going to pause this for a second as we zoom in on that stamping building. And we're going to bring over this picture. So this is the Lucid site right here, the outline in red. And this 059333 that John has circled, that's the area that they bought. The additional 160 acres. The yellow parcel south of the current building and the rectangle strip touching the circled one. So a total of 200 acres in the last week, with rumors of more to come. The farmer who owns this is probably making bank. So Lucid's got plans for more things. What will it be? Because that'll be interesting. Love to get my hands on the plans when something is after something is put together. But that'll be coming in the future, hopefully. Let's see, how much do you think these cars will cost the consumers? Well, the prices are out there. You can look on Lucid's page and build and design one of your own. Okay, so this is a little different from our last flyover. You can see they've got some more cars that are covered. These cars were not covered on Monday. So I would assume they're getting ready to get shipped out. There, we did see a car that we're going to show you here in a couple minutes. But we've got some silver cars in there. We've got gray cars in there. I think a couple of grays. These all appear to be the GT version, though we did see one car that had a solid roof on it. John says, question is whether all this land buying is for expansion or so they can help the supply chain companies move in. That's interesting. Lucid I think thinks it might be for a data center or railroad support. The railroad's going to be on the other side. That's part of the plans. Don't know what this was, but we've seen cars here always parked here in the past. But there's just a lot of empty pallets and not really any idea what that was. Going back a little bit, making this car drive backwards. Notice this car right here. We're going to take another look at it when we get the other angle. But it looks like it has a solid roof on it. That was just something that we noticed. It was the only car that we saw with a solid roof. So we're trying to figure out what kind of car that was. And I know some people might be saying it's just a GT or a touring with a solid roof, but that's not supposed to come out till Q4. And we did see a white one with a solid roof before. We don't know if it's the same car. We haven't seen that car in a couple weeks since we saw it last. Let's see. So it's real Cosmo silver. That's Lucidaire's favorite color. Is that what you ordered, Lucidaire? Did you order yourself a silver? Maybe that's yours. John, thanks for coming in. I hope you have a great holiday also. So we're coming around and we're going to zoom in again and we're going to take a look at that white car and see what we can see. It seems like the car count is climbing, so production must be getting better. Well, we hope so. Air Pure is beta testing. Maybe that's what that white car is. Maybe it is a Pure. And one question that I have is if you go with a solid roof on instead of the glass roof, because it is going to become an option at some point in Q4, do the C-pillars still get painted silver? Or does it go to the body color that you have? So that's interesting to find out, because when we look at this car, and here it is. So let's see I forget if we zoom in right there. If we don't, then I'll just back it up. Yeah, we're zooming in a little bit. All right. Let's bring it a little bit further. And now let's manually zoom in. This car clearly has a white roof. The wheels will work on any GT or Touring or Pure, because that's available with all of them. There does not appear to be a silver pillar, but I don't know how that would look. I don't know if you go with a solid roof on the Touring, you opt out of the glass. What do they do with the A and the whole and A to the C pillar, including the roof rail? Do they leave it silver? Do they paint it the body color? But what do you guys think this is? Because it's one of those things is not like the other type of thing. No other car is like that. You can see every car, including the black one. You can see that the pillars are painted. So it's clearly the glass roof. Let's see. And why no blue? You know what? You want to see something funny? Let's go back to this for a minute. I think I have it over here. All right. So we were watching the video and we're looking at it and we're like, one of these cars look blue. A couple of these cars, if we zoom in, we thought we saw blue. If you look at this, doesn't that look blue? And then we realize we're looking at the chrome reflection of the sky. So if you want to see what a blue might look like, there's a little blue right there. But that is actually the reflection of the sky in the chrome on the front of the Lucid. So we thought that was pretty funny. But we almost got excited. Let's see here. Is that not moving? That is not moving. Let's get that moving, because we were past this. There's the maybe the beta test pure, but it's definitely a solid roof. All right, let's keep moving then. Here we go. All right, we can see a lot of construction people. This is their parking lot over here. That's their main parking lot, because they have another one over by the Body and White building. So you can see that there are a lot of people there, as usual. This is future area, probably retention basins and things of that nature. Let's see. And as we swing back, we'll zoom in a little bit, take a look at some other stuff, see what we can see. Though we got to make sure we don't cross that line, the red line in the sand that Lucid said don't well, they didn't say don't cross, they just said don't come over here. See all the construction equipment, supplies over here. We've got all the guys working around. We've got cranes. This is the Cup building, still having some work done on it. All the docks where they will be bringing in the future supplies. These things right here are the frames for the AC units that will go up there in the future. There's a couple of AC units right at the top. More docks, more building supplies. That more than likely is the roof membrane. And then we have docks all the way up to the front. And we got a shuttle bus right there. When you have a site this big, you need to have shuttle buses moving people around. It could take someone a half hour to walk from the parking lot to get to where they need to go. Are there walls up on the south side? Yeah, there are some walls up on the south side. I believe we showed that earlier in the video. So the walls are going up starting to go up pretty quick, because it's not just one. When they started, it was just one side that they were working on. Now they've got cranes in all corners putting up these walls, so it looks like progress is going quicker. I'm going to beg you guys for likes again. We got about 100, a little over 100 people on, and 43 likes. So if we can get that caught up, I would have really appreciate it. If you don't want to support the channel by hitting the like button, you can check out our Patreon channel. There's a link in the description below, and that'd be even a better way to support the channel. But if you don't have any money, I understand. Go ahead and hit the like button. It's free. And here we are flying back. Just about done. Take another look at the stamping building. Let's see. MD Hofsey did some additional digging. York has a 150-ton unit that is 40 by 12 feet and weighs 19,000 pounds and has a requirement of 6 lifting locations. Okay, these things are going to be pretty close to that size, because I've seen them on the back of the tractor trailers, and they take up a whole flatbed. So flatbeds can be anywhere from, those long flatbeds are usually around 40 feet. They could be as long as 53 feet that I've seen, probably more. So these things are quite long. So yeah, I'm hoping we catch them getting lifted, because I want to see how they're going to get these things and what kind of crane they're going to need to get them all over. And maybe they're going to bring in a crane that has the long reach and set it up in different areas, and maybe they're just waiting to get that crane in. I know that Nikola had to bring in another crane for theirs that had a longer reach, so maybe that's what we're waiting on for the rest of these. Though it would have been a good idea to get them up on the roof beforehand. Tyrell, when do we get Friday flyovers again? some of the issues with the Friday flyovers is Nikola is closed on Fridays. And if we're going out there, it's like we kind of want to hit both, but there's nothing going on there at Nikola. So now we're driving out to Lucid and spending a lot of time just for the one video. And it really helps us as far as financially to do them both on the same day. And it just, the time to just go out there, if we can do 2 videos as opposed to 1, that kind of helps justify it. So I'm not sure that we're going to be doing Friday flyovers again. We're starting to get a lack of being able to see a lot of things because of the walls going up. So, I mean, it's possible. It's something that we need to discuss and see if we can actually fit it into the schedule. We are reaching about that time where we're probably going to be going soon. So let's get any other questions, comments, complaints in the chat before we go. I am going to recap what we have on the schedule. Next Monday we have another flyover of the Nikola site. We'll do a live commentary flyover. Tuesday we'll be fast charging with B&B, which most of you guys are not joining for, which I really would like to see more of you guys there. We talk about all things EV. We talk about Nikola. We talk about Lucid, Tesla, Rivian. We talk about GM, make fun of them a lot because of the Bolt and, let's go Mary. So you guys need to join us for that and help support the channel. We'd really like to see more people tuning into that. We get more people tuning into these videos than we do for that, but we hour long and we talk about a lot of things and we get a lot of viewer chat going. So we'd like to see more people there. Then next Wednesday will be the regular Lucid flyover. I'm going to have a video coming out also on my latest dealership shenanigans. Had one come out earlier this week. John, let's go Lucid. Any more Friday flyover? Appreciate all your work. Thank you, John. I appreciate that. It's helpful. So yeah, we're going to have another dealership shenanigans. I spent some time yesterday at dealerships buying another car and trying to get a hybrid, trying to get a minivan, trying for a couple different things, and ran into some real obnoxious stuff. And I'm not going to spoil anything, but we'll save that for the video. 4Q, any signs of pouring concrete for the floors? Tyrell, thank you. That is very generous of you. I appreciate that immensely. 4Q said, any signs of pouring concrete for the floors? In the SKD building down in the south end, before they started putting up steel, they had put up 2/3. They had laid out 2/3 of the concrete. I imagine they may have done the rest of it. Just not sure because we can't see. But I've not seen any signs of them pouring concrete, though, obviously it's very hard for us to see. And even with the zoom, but we haven't seen concrete trucks. And that is something that is obviously a big sign, because they will take a concrete truck. They'll have concrete trucks, plenty of them, plus a pumper truck to get the concrete to where it needs to go. And we just haven't really seen that. And once we see that, that will tell us that there is a floor going in there. And maybe we've missed it, but you guys are seeing the same thing we are. Concrete trucks are pretty obvious. So are the pumper trucks. They're pretty big. Mr. C says, film your dealer interactions. I haven't filmed anybody against their will yet. Probably going to for the next one, but I need to work some sort of camera up. I did get some audio with one guy, one manager telling me he doesn't really want to sell me a car. But I'll try to get some video of that. I've pretty much done this as like I'm vlogging it, giving updates as I'm going around, going to the different dealerships. MD Hofsey, did some digging for you, and it appears that 90M might be the longest reach for the, I guess that's meters, for these cranes, but the key is bigger the crane equals more reach. As the further you go, the more stress it puts on the crane. Yes. 90 meters, I think, is about 270 feet, if my translation serves me correctly. And I don't think that's going to be enough. Jen Lee says, you're the best, Bear. Thanks. It would be nice if you get an invitation to visit indoors. Rajpal, that would be nice, but I don't see that as something that's happening, probably ever. I would love it, and I'd be grateful, and I would take it, and I'd go in, and I would obey whatever kind of rules that they had, but I don't see that forthcoming anytime soon. Does Lucid still bother you about flying over? Security will sometimes, as recently as last week, they'll park near us, they'll hang out and just like watch us like we're going to do something. After 99 flyovers, I think maybe they should have a little bit of comfort that we're not going to do stuff that we said that we're not going to do. So Lily Mae just stopped in to say hi and like it. I'll just let y'all run. I got to do chores. All right, Lily, you go feed those goats. You know they need it. All right. Looks like that's about it for today. Next video coming soon. Not sure if it's going to be the next dealership video or not. And where I'm gonna rant about it, but I do have some good news at the end of the video. So we'll see how it still plays out, because it's not quite done. MD Hofsty, the only way they can reach longer might be a tower crane, but that requires a hefty base and a lot of money. Yes, it does, and that's why I'm, still wondering. I think we're all wondering. So, anybody have any knowledge on that? Hey, let me know. Send me a message on Facebook. Huge gap between Wednesday and Monday flyovers, not just buildings, but we miss car updates. Yes, I understand that. We'll see what we can do. But we do appreciate you guys watching. Appreciate you guys hitting that like button and the super chats. The guys who did them today, I appreciate you guys helping to support the channel. It is very much appreciated. I'll probably get a call for Lucid to cover the 100th flyover. Yeah. 100th flyover will be on Monday, and today was our 200th flyover of the Nikola site. So I'd like to tell you that I did this whole dance to celebrate in the video, but I didn't. So I gave myself a little pat on the back. But yes, we did our 200th flyover of the Nikola site today. Can we support Saturday flyovers? Saturday flyovers are going to be even more difficult, and I think there's going to be less going on. I don't know what shifts they're working at Lucid. It seems to change, but no one's given me any real confirmation, and we haven't gone out there late enough to see if they're still working, and we haven't been out on a Saturday in a very long time. Well, a couple months. But when we've been out there, I don't think that they've been working on Saturdays. I just don't know if things have changed. So I want to thank everyone once again. I want to thank our Patreons for the support that you guys have given us. We will be back Monday for our next video. Maybe we can do one on Friday. We're going to have to check the schedule and see what's going on with that. But everyone, thanks for being here. We're going to have some more dealer videos for you, because those are fun, and I like spending money also. So anyway, thanks everyone for being here. We will